Hello students, today's session starts with the concept operator precedence and associativity. In general, expressions are evaluated based on operator precedence and associativity. What is meant by precedence and what is meant by associativity? For this, first one, precedence. Precedence is also referred as rank. So for each and every operator, there is a rank. If more than one operator is available in a single statement, then order of evaluation depends on precedence of operators. That means precedence refers to order of evaluation. For this, it follows some rules such as this one, rule 1, highest precedence operator is evaluated first before the lowest precedence operator. That means first highest precedence operator is evaluated and then lowest precedence operator. Second one, rule 2, if two or more operators have same precedence, then it follows associativity. Now, what is meant by associativity? Associativity refers to the direction of evaluation as from left to right or from right to left. Now, observe this point. Associativity refers to direction of evaluation. Precedence refers to order of evaluation. Okay. Now, based on the direction, associativity can be classified into two types as left to right associativity and right to left associativity. First one, left to right associativity. In left to right associativity, the expression evaluates starting from left hand side and it moves to right hand side. That means the left existing operator is first evaluated, then it moves to right existing operator. Second one, right to left associativity. In right to left associativity, first right existing operator is evaluated and then control moves to left existing operator. So two types of associativities are possible, left to right associativity and right to left associativity. Consider this table format. It consists rank, operators and associativity. Now this table shows precedence and associativity of each and every operator. Here rank 1 is the highest priority and rank 15 is the lowest priority. The first one, rank 1, parenthesis, square brackets, arrow operator, dot operator, post increment operator and post decrement operator. All these operators have same precedence as 1. Its associativity is left to right. Rank 2, pre-increment operator, pre-decrement operator, logical NOT operator, ones complement, size of, unary minus, address and pointer operators. All these operators have same precedence as 2. Its associativity is right to left. Rank 3, arithmetic operators, asterisk, forward slash and modulo, left to right. Rank 4, plus, minus, left to right. Rank 5 shift operators, left shift operator, right shift operator, left to right. Rank 6 relational operators, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, left to right. Rank 7 equal to, not equal to, left to right. Rank 8 bitwise AND operator, left to right. Rank 9 bitwise exclusive OR, left to right. Rank 10 bitwise OR, left to right. Rank 11 logical AND, left to right. Rank 12 logical OR, left to right. Rank 13 conditional operator, question mark colon, right to left. Rank 14 assignment operator, equivalent symbol, plus equal to, minus equal to, asterisk equal to, by equivalent to, modulo equal to, and so on, right to left. And rank 15 comma operator, its associativity is left to right. Okay. Now this table shows precedence and associativity of every operator. Let us consider this example. Now x equivalent to 2 plus 10 asterisk 4 minus 1 plus 5. Now to evaluate this expression, first scan the existing operators. Here the operators are equivalent to is assignment operator, plus, asterisk, minus, plus. Now it consists more than one operator. Here asterisk has highest precedence compared to remaining operators. Hence first asterisk is executed. Here the asterisk combination 10 asterisk 4. Now it evaluates as 40. Now the expression becomes x equivalent to 2 plus 40 minus 1 plus 5. Now scan the existing operators. Here the operators are equivalent to, plus, minus, plus. Here plus and minus has highest precedence than assignment operator, but both have same precedence. Hence it follows associativity. Here the associativity is left to right. That means first the left existing operator is executed, then control moves to right side. Now first left existing operator plus, now this combination 2 plus 40. Now the expression becomes x equivalent to 42 minus 1 plus 5. Now scan the existing operators. Here the operators are assignment operator, minus, plus. Minus, plus have highest precedence than assignment operator, but minus and plus have same precedence, and it follows associativity. Here associativity is left to right. Now 42 minus 1, 41. Now the expression becomes x equivalent to 41 plus 5. Now scan the existing operators. Now assignment operator and plus. Plus has highest precedence than assignment operator. Now the evaluation is 41 plus 5. It becomes 46. Now the expression is x equivalent to 46. Now when we scan the existing operators, now only one operator is available, assignment operator. So as per the definition of assignment operator, the right hand side value is assigned to left hand side variable. Hence, x value becomes 46. Now this one. Okay. Now we print x value. Now it prints as 46. In such a way, the expression is evaluated. Now one simple program. Now example program for operator precedence and associativity. First include header files stdio.h and conio.h. Main function, left curly brace. Here we declare one variable x as integer, int x. CLR SCR library function. Now place the expression as x equivalent to 2 plus 10 into 4 minus 1 plus 5, terminated with a semicolon. Now print x value. So result value equivalent to %d. Now we are printing x value. Now implementation part completed. Terminate with right curly brace. Okay. Now this concept, precedence and associativity. Okay students. Next concept, type conversion or type casting. Type conversion is also known as type casting. This one, the process of converting data items from one data type to another data type is called typecasting. The process of converting data items from one data type to another data type is called typecasting. Now observe, in general, different types of values are available, like character values, integer values and real values. To represent these values, we are using different data types with different combinations. Like this one, char is used to store character values, int, short int and long int. These are used to store integer values. Float, double and long double. These are used to store real values. Here, character values are possible to convert in terms of integers and real values. An integer value is possible to convert into character and real values. A real value is possible to convert into integers and character values. Such type of conversion is known as type conversion or typecasting. Here we are converted the data types from one format to another format. Based on this conversion, typecasting can be classified into two types, as implicit typecasting and explicit typecasting. Here first one, implicit typecasting. In an expression, if the operands are different data types, then lower data type variable is automatically converted into higher data type variable. It is done by the compiler before the operation proceeds. Such type of conversion is known as implicit typecasting. Okay. So lower data type is automatically converted into higher data type. Such type of conversion is known as implicit typecasting. It is done internally by the compiler. This work is done by the compiler internally. Implicit typecasting is also known as automatic type conversion. Automatic type conversion. Here, the lower data types are automatically converted into higher data types. Hence, there is no loss of data in implicit typecasting. Now observe this format. Initially, the data is available in lower data type. When it is converted into higher data type, the data is possible to fit within higher data type. Hence, there is no loss of data. Observe this example. Double P equivalent to, now this expression 2 into 3.5, which is placed within parenthesis, plus 4. When this expression is executed, now this one, here parenthesis has highest precedence. Hence first this expression is evaluated. Now control enters into the parenthesis combination. Here, now only one operator is available as ASCII. Hence, it refers to multiplication operation. But when we observe the operands, here operands are in different data types. One is integer value and one is double value. This one lower data type and this one higher data type. Hence, this lower data type item is automatically converted into higher data type. That means int is automatically converted into double data type. Now observe this format. Now as per double, so decimal point and precision points are added. Remember students, in C language by default 6 precision points are added by the compiler. Default number of precision points is 6. So this one converted as 2.000000 into 3.5. 5 is already available and remaining 5 precision points are 0.0000. Now this one within parenthesis plus 4. Now this value becomes 7.000000 plus 4. Next one addition operation. Here two different data types are available. One is double, another one int. Now internally this integer value is automatically converted into double data type. Now it becomes 4.000000. Now these two data variables are in the same data type. Now the expression value becomes 11.000000, where the result value is available in higher data type, which is a double data type. So once the operation is completed, now the result value is available in higher data type and there is no loss of data in implicit typecasting. Okay. Second one, explicit typecasting. Now listen students. Implicit typecasting is done by the compiler internally. Apart from this, users can also be convert the data items from one data type to another data type. Such type of conversion is known as explicit typecasting. Now users can also be converting the data items from one data type to another data type. Such conversion is known as explicit typecasting. So explicit typecasting is done by the users explicitly. For this, we use the syntax as, now this format. The target data type, it must be placed within parenthesis before the expression. So this expression precedes with target data type, which is placed within parenthesis. So based on this target data type, the expression is converted into the specific data type. Here this expression, it may be a variable, a constant or any specific expression. When we perform explicit typecasting, if we convert from lower data type to higher data type, there is no any loss of data. If the conversion is from higher data type to lower data type, then it may be a loss of data. If the conversion is from higher to lower data type, then there may be a loss of data. Okay? Observe this example. Int x equivalent to 14, y equivalent to 3. Here x and y both are integer values. Another variable z as a float value. Now, observe the expression z equivalent to x by y. We are implementing division operation on x and y values. Here z equivalent to 14 by 3. 14 is an integer value. Y is an integer value. Now both operands in same data type. If int by int format is available, the result is also an integer value. Hence z equivalent to 4. Now implementation part completed. Now this 4 is assigned to the variable z. Here z is a float value. 4 is an integer value. Now in this expression, two different data type values are occurred. Now internally, compiler automatically converts integer value into a float value. Now z value becomes z equivalent to 4.000000. Now this example shows the process of evaluation without any typecasting. Now observe the same expression with the help of explicit typecasting. Now this one, z equivalent to, now within parentheses, the target data type is float. Now the expression is x by y. Now observe this format. Here this target data type is placed before x. Hence first x is converted into float. Now x value is 14. It becomes 14.000000 by y value is 3. Now for this division operation, this one float, this one end. Now this integer value is automatically converted into float value. Now it becomes 14.000000 by 3.000000. Float by float. If either of the operand is a float, the result value is also a float value. Hence z equivalent to 4.6666667. Now this example shows explicit typecasting format. Okay. Now this one without typecasting. Now this one with typecasting. Now one example program. First header files stdio.h and conio.h. Main function, left curly brace, int x comma y comma z comma total. Float avg. Assume we are calculating average value. Now CLR SCR. First we print a message as enter 3 values. Assume these 3 values are x, y, z. Now calculate total value. Now total equivalent to x plus y plus z. Now total is an integer value. Now we are calculating average value avg equivalent to the target data type, which must be placed within parentheses. Now the value is converted into float. Total by print average value. So this one average result equivalent to %f, since the value is a float value, comma avg. The implementation part completed. Write curly brace. This one typecasting concept. Okay. So typecasting can be classified into two types as implicit typecasting and explicit typecasting. Implicit typecasting is done by the compiler automatically. Explicit typecasting is done by the user explicitly. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, one and all.